The C-ranked teams face significant challenges in terms of roster strength and are expected to struggle or remain in the rebuilding phase during the 2025 season. These teams are focused on developing young talent and investing in the future, which means they lack immediate impact players, making playoff contention unlikely. However, promising young talents could emerge, and the key focus will be how much the team can improve throughout the season. Now, let's take a closer look at the rebuilding teams and their potential for growth. San Francisco Giants. Analysis. The franchise has undergone a structural overhaul, with former player Buster Posey taking over as president of baseball operations, aiming to restore the team's past glory. The Giants have finished in fourth place in their division for 2 consecutive years, making rebuilding an urgent task. The lineup lacks a true power hitter, and the team suffers from a serious lack of home runs. Former franchise stars like Brandon Crawford, shortstop, and Brandon Belt, first baseman, have either left or declined. And in 2024, the team's total home run count ranked among the lowest in the league. Promising young outfielder Luis Matos and former batting champion Michael Conforto provide some hope, but either a major signing or the emergence of top prospects is necessary to improve scoring. The starting rotation sees Logan Webb carrying the staff alone. Left-handed prospect Kyle Harrison debuted in 2024 and showed glimpses of his talent, but he still lacks consistency. Other starters include veterans like Anthony DeSclafani and Alex Cobb, who are past their peak. The bullpen is led by closer Camilo Doval, but outside of him, reliable options are scarce, making it a point of concern. Defensively, young shortstop Marco Luciano is being developed, but his growing pains may lead to more errors. However, the team appears committed to giving him experience for the future. Overall, the Giants are in rebuilding mode, and 2025 is expected to be a challenging season. Key players: Logan Webb, ace right-handed pitcher, consistently strong ERA. Camilo Doval, flamethrower closer, bullpen leader. Wilmer Flores, utility infielder, led the team in batting in 2024 but plays a supporting role. Breakout candidates: Kyle Harrison, LHP. If he improves command, he could develop into a frontline starter. Marco Luciano, SS, expected to take over as a regular and become a future cornerstone. Playoff outlook: low. The recent struggles have led to legendary OB Posey stepping in as the new president to spearhead a franchise-wide restructuring, but an immediate turnaround in roster strength is unlikely. With divisional rivals like the Dodgers and Diamondbacks remaining strong, 2025 may be more of a developmental year. While a postseason appearance is improbable, a breakout from young players could bring optimism for the future. Cincinnati Reds. Analysis. With a wealth of young talent, the Reds are a team of immense potential still in the rebuilding phase. In the 2024 offseason, legendary manager Terry Francona reversed his retirement decision and took over as the Reds skipper, tasked with steering the team's rebuild. The lineup is brimming with young, exciting players like Elly De La Cruz, third base shortstop, Matt McLain, second base, and Noelvi Marte, third base, all in their early 20s. They bring a mix of power and speed, making the Reds one of the most intriguing young teams in the league. However, their inexperience leads to inconsistency. De La Cruz, for example, strikes out frequently and makes defensive errors. It will take time for the group to stabilize. The starting rotation remains a major concern, as Cincinnati ranked among the worst in team ERA in 2024. Hunter Green has elite velocity but struggles with control, while Nick Lodolo has shown promise but remains injury-prone. Graham Ashcraft is another talented arm, yet the team lacks reliable, established starters. Francona's ability to develop pitchers will be crucial. Instead of making major signings, the front office has opted to focus on nurturing young talent. The bullpen features a solid closer in Alexis Diaz, younger brother of Edwin Diaz, but the team struggles to create enough late-inning leads for him to close games effectively. Defense is also an issue, with a young infield prone to errors that need addressing. Key players: Elly De La Cruz, a generational 5-tool infielder with sky-high potential. Matt McLain, a steady, contact-hitting second baseman, already essential to the team. Noelvi Marte, a power-hitting third baseman who could anchor the lineup if he develops further. Andrew Abbott, a young left-handed starter who had a promising debut season and is expected to grow. Playoff outlook: slightly low. However, the NL Central is wide open, meaning the Reds could surprise if their young core breaks out. Francona's history of turning struggling teams into contenders provides hope. If he can unify and refine this group's immense raw talent, they could emerge as a dark horse in the division. However, at this stage, their inconsistency in both hitting and pitching suggests they may need another year before seriously competing for the postseason.